Hello, everyone, and I got one question for you. How attractive are you? I don't have the answer for that, but apparently PsychoMath does. So we're going to go check that video, and I'm kind of curious what he has to say because right now I'm feeling unattractive, and I kind of want to figure out if I actually am attracted or not. If not, you know what? It's fine. I'm probably chopped, but who knows? We'll find out together. Oh boy, here we go. So, PsychoMath, how attractive, evaluating your own attractiveness and that of others as a social skill. No way.
How do I know how attractive I am? It's the number one question I get since starting the channel. I'm going to give you 2 rules to find out, but first let me explain.
All right.
This is my how attractive diagram. It's new. I included a guy and a girl evaluating themselves and each other according to the standard female delusion chart. It's
All right.
based on examples of relationships and the power dynamics that structure them so you can get a sense of how people assess their own value and trade it with others. Basically, what is this person giving to their partner or target partner, and what are they getting in return? This is what I think we should all be shooting for, perfect 50-50, and also admitting that we are average.
So basically, just find your perfect match. Try not to hit too much. So basically, kind of don't go beyond your own appearances. Like basically, don't hit the 10 out of 10, 9 out of 10. The ones that go a little bit higher, unless you are one of those people, unless you know you're attractive. But the thing is, how do I know if I'm attracted or not? So let's see. Hopefully, he does give us a little answer. The only way to find out if you are attracted or not, if, women don't run away from you. And if you're a woman, if guys don't want to talk to you. Simple as that.
I included the attractiveness.
Well, that's just yeah, of course. Yeah, I get you. I'm pretty sure you have different analysis of what attractive is. I just look in a mirror and I just start screaming and obviously start going out. But it depends. It just really depends on how you look. Obviously, just, hygiene is, a big factor. How you present yourself, and especially if you're going into, the public eye, you need to dress like nice at least. Not like you're on your own house and you're having pajamas and stuff and having messy hair. Of course you're not gonna. That's very, very, very bad.
Bell curve with the not people zone built in. That is why most guys don't get attention.
Absolutely.
That's why there's a second average here. That's Ryan Gosling. That's the average of the men that count as people. I included the ways that we evaluate each other.
Wait, hold on.
There are things.
So universal, of course, material hair, of course, a skin and all that hue.
Things that
Makes
everyone
sense.
likes or doesn't like. There are things that people
Usually short. It's always the short kings out there that are usually the ones getting put down. Are you truly kings? Not really. You could be a jester. You could, maybe you'll have your humor and have jokes. I think that'd be fun.
usually like and don't like, and then there are personal preferences, and then a reminder of how to use them. And finally, a reminder that not everyone has the same opinion.
True.
I've gotten this from up here, and I have gotten this from down here. I depicted a variety of relationships. This is an Elon Musk, Andrew Tate type situation. He has a lot of money and power, and so he doesn't have to put in much effort.
Yeah, that makes sense. You just see him with all the stuff, and obviously, he has resources, he has good looks, and obviously, depending how he, obviously he's wearing a suit, so obviously he looks probably very, very in high status. So obviously, social status brings a big major point to this, and obviously, the women right here are obviously going to go after this guy, and so it's just how it is. Yeah, money does help a lot too, obviously. Yeah. Make sure it's $1 million though.
Here's an example from an old video I made. She doesn't want none of that unless you're attractive. She
True.
says, don't catcall me unless you're a 7, by which she means 9.
Peh,
This is a
true.
relationship I was in. That is a picture of me when I was good. I spent some time with somebody who I liked, but there was a large attractiveness difference, and so she tolerated.
Basically a hog. Oh yeah. It just depends. She's probably not that good looking. Probably very, very. I could say like lunch lady arms, maybe a little bit overweight. She's a 4, so basically below average.
A lot from me. Here again is what most people should be shooting for, on the same level, each putting in half.
That's a difficult question too, because obviously if you find somebody who is at least the right level, the question is, does that lady or that woman that you're going after, does she find you appealing enough to actually want you? Because obviously I'm pretty sure this is a little old. I'm pretty sure after the couple of years of so forth, you probably figured that the, the five is actually trying to shoot up as well, because all these women on social media are gassing her up that she deserves a 10 out of 10, and obviously her values went super high. And that goes with, sometimes guys as well, but sometimes the guys would rather just say, you know what, I kind of give up. I just want somebody who I just want to at least have a decent enough partner, basically a keeper, a wife. But it's not going to happen, obviously, because obviously they're shooting up now.
Here's another example from my
So
TikTok.
basically, it changed a lot over the years. Crazy.
He was in a relationship with someone who wasn't putting in anything. As you can see, it does not matter how hard he works, she wasn't ever going to change. And finally, at the bottom, I have a reminder that it doesn't
The big guy.
always have to be 50-50. As long as everyone is happy with the situation, somebody who is
I am so curious. What is a three? Maybe I'm not looking hard enough, but I'm pretty sure they're out there. Like a two and a one. I am curious with that one. I kind of want to look for it, but then again, I'll be scared to even actually look for that person.
maybe of
Curious.
a little lower value can put in more, and someone else of a little higher
Maybe I should look it up.
value can put in less, and it can work out. You can do something like this if you're okay with it, and if you're not okay with doing something like this, then you have to just not do it anymore. So basically, this would be what someone perceives about their value and then how much work they're willing to put in.
It's a dad bod. Well, when he hits his 60s.
In for what they perceive about their partner's value. Sometimes people will say something like, I know a guy who's a 2 who has a girl that's a 9, and that's not true. It's just that she perceives something in him that equalizes the value transfer. So
That's
people
true.
don't have a value. They have a perceived value, and everyone perceives it differently, and how attractive you are is the average of how you are perceived. It's not all looks. I once said that I know where I am with
Yep, it's actually personality and also social skills. It depends how you very, very good with communications. It's all this factor, and confidence is a big factor. Thanks for reminding me. It's a very good one as well. And basically everything else, it just falls into place. And if you could fix all that, then you'll be a good guy. By good guy, I mean you'll be one that ladies will at least go after you. Which obviously they still want. They want you to do that.
women, but not with each woman. I've gotten, again, a variety of responses. And that can make it hard to tell where you are, and that's why you have to pay attention to feedback. When I started getting
Oh, here comes the feedback. So attractiveness, there's a 7 and 10.
in shape, I noticed that more women would.
So you got a smiles. Okay, that I can see it. It's very low in the feedback, but it does help a lot. I think it should go a little bit higher. And obviously, feedback is number one.
Smile at me, and they would pretend to be helpless, so I would do
Of
things for them,
course.
and then they would look at me on the street. And I never made it up here,
Gifts from strangers. Does that work? I think that should be lower. Bail money? Wait, what does that mean?
but some people do. So I think I'm here right now because these things have slowed down for me. So I was here when I was young, and then I put in effort, and everything changed, and then, time. Some women still like me a lot, but they have to get to know me first, which equalizes attraction.
Oh,
so
yeah.
that's feedback. For men, anyway. For women, it's different, but you have to pay attention to the feedback you get, and then look at what kind of person you're getting it from to know where you are. And yes, nothing is a kind of feedback, so if you're getting nothing, that is an answer. But there are things you can do about that. You can self-improve, and you can get to know people. A lot of guys just go after strange women forever, and they're like, why is it not working?
Those are the simps. What do you mean my $1,000 check is not giving me the satisfaction that I always wanted from my e-girl? What? She blocked me? How dare she?
Because you're here when they don't know you, and you're here when they do know you. So once you get your feedback, identify who you're getting it from. When I got these looks on the street, they were from women in this range, which fits
Holy.
this model. And when I asked women for a number, they told me 8. It all kind of fit together. Let's talk about why this is difficult. Talking about attraction is emotional. Some people just don't see the feedback, some people don't want to admit that they're average, and some people are just delusional. You can say you're a 10.
Yeah, exactly. Social media really screwed everybody's head. So, obviously, I'm pretty sure I am average at the max. If I lose a little bit more weight, I think I'll be a 7. And obviously, if I start, doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing, obviously having more confidence and all that stuff, going out and obviously meeting the women, there's a good chance I could reach up an 8. But obviously, it will require time and learning, which we are here. Good learning, obviously.
Until you believe it, but you cannot say you're a 10 until I believe it.
Scale of 1
Confidence works.
to 10.
Holy moly, what is that?
A fat fucking 10.
In the early days of my channel, a month ago, I gave a lot of women ratings. They got a lot of views, especially when I was mean. Women volunteered to be complimented and insulted.
It makes you look like a whore.
I forgot they still do that to this day. Some things don't change.
Reported for gender-based violence and bullying, even though they volunteered.
Yeah.
This guy thought 10 was too high for a literal model. Here's what he looks like.
Uh-huh.
So people see the world a little bit distorted. That's why I made this.
Ryan Gosling being attractive is Hollywood propaganda.
She then says that he's average, by which she means this. I found a bunch of videos.
Ryan Gosling is attractive. He's very attractive. There's no denying it. Obviously, they're full of bug brains mush. I'm sure they're just lying out of their ass, like he just explained, because obviously they don't know what they want. If they manage to get even a centimeter away, Ryan Gosling, what he's gonna do is gonna go and walk away, just basically pass these people. He'll walk all over. He'll definitely walk all over them, pretty much.
Like this.
For every one decent looking
Oh yeah, you're right. He's married, so that's even better.
man, there's like 50 hot girls. Like, it's ridiculous.
Are you on Tinder here? It's disgusting.
I try to get around these distortions, but not everyone will. That's why you need this. Some people say attraction is subjective, but there are some things we all like or don't like, and some things we usually like or don't.
Yeah, of course. Everybody has values. The question is if your values are very, very down to earth, and at least, it's fine to have a, massive, not too massive, but at least realistic. And, obviously if you don't want a big hog, you have every right to think so. And obviously women has the exact same thing, but they shoot for the stars. That's a big difference. It's like, can you at least shoot a little bit, at least down to earth? Obviously they don't want to admit that.
So it's only part subjective. And the way people perceive you is not all about looks. It's about many things, which is also sometimes very personal. For example, you would not believe this, but some people do not want an angry
Oh my
girlfriend.
God.
That's Alex Pierce. She's known for her angry ranting. Some people... She's very polarizing. That would be a personal preference in personality. Also, different...
Yeah, that's crazy. There's some guys that actually like those kind of stuff. Like being treated like garbage and sometimes stomped on, and sometimes it's all about kinky stuff, really. Yeah, I don't understand it. I'm pretty sure everybody has their own kinky stuff in the back, but some go a little too far.
People value different things differently. I would rather have a 10 here and a 5 here than the other way around. So, judge by universal and usual preferences and not personal ones. Include everybody in the world in that age group, and include everything you know about them to get their total value. That's how to judge fairly, but not everyone will do that.
So women rating unfamiliar, men rating, women overall. And obviously, yeah, they're completely different. Yep, it is crazy.
So you have to remember how this works and then look for your feedback. Let's do guys first. I said I used to get looks from women on the street when I was up here. That's rule number 1 for guys. If you're getting attention from women who don't know you, you're doing good. That's why very few men get all the attention on dating apps, because very few men look good to women right away. Familiarity evens things out, so if you know her pretty well and it's not working, she probably sees you as down here. And you should either adjust your expectations or work on yourself. And you should work on yourself. I went from here to here and it changed everything.
Oh, of course, yeah, it works every single time. Obviously, it's like he was saying, and obviously what I was saying before. Work on everything, smile more. Obviously, you want to be approachable. You want to be healthier, and obviously they want that as well. And the more you keep doing that, and going a little bit, more more of an interesting person, and then you'll actually become that person that she would actually want to follow. But the question is, not all of them are going to be like that. And especially the ones that you think that you would want to hang around with, they're probably going to be the ones that you want to stay away from. You'll find out. It's like all about the red flags.
Guys down here tend to think that women are just difficult, but if you make it past this line, you get to be difficult, and I recommend it. This is a real thing someone said to me. I was basically staying at her place, drinking all her wine, hitting on her friends. And
Oh,
she was
hell
like,
yeah.
I can't get rid of you. It's a good thing you're so good. I don't actually recommend treating people this way. I'm just saying you can
The douchebag effect. Yep, of course. You're just there chilling, and obviously she's just there wondering why.
be valued. I will show you how to work on yourself in a video called Self-Maximize coming up.
Heck
Basically,
yeah.
do this first. Find out who likes it.
Learn from the basics and move yourself up. You need that foundation.
Do this next and try to end up here.
Prince
Okay, now let's
Charming,
do
of
women.
course.
Men have to know when they are here, and women have to know when they are here. I just told men that if you're getting attention from women that you don't know, then you're doing pretty well. Some women think this is true about them too. It is not. This girl is bragging that 108 people are interested in her. She
That's a little too much there. I'm pretty sure DMs don't count. Like obviously, I don't know. If you're in, an OF and you're getting all these messages from dudes, they're probably across the whole world. So maybe there is some truth to it, but it's probably just some, Indian dude from across the world trying to hit you up. And obviously sometimes they're just scams, so you never know.
probably thinks they all feel this way. They don't.
Don't worry, guys. Yeah, guys, the exact same thing. It's like every single time when somebody messages you, and you think it's a whammon, very high chances it's just some dude. Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this. Just some dude.
A lot of men, including me, will give attention to women who we judge as being anywhere from here to here. If I think you're a 4, I probably wouldn't put you higher than here, but I might put you here.
The
You have
sweeper.
to know who feels this way about you and who doesn't, and this is how you know. You can't listen to what they say. They'll say anything.
It kind of does suck because obviously if you really want to find that person that you want to relate to and spend your, time with, for a very long time, you obviously don't want to have those kind of ladies over, and obviously they'll probably think that you'll probably want the exact same thing, but in reality you're just, sweeping each other under the rug. It's not going to work out. And obviously you're going to have to know the signs too. I get it. He has a 6-pack, obviously he's a very attractive dude, but obviously it's not working out.
Cannot pick who you like and make him keep you. We do not work that way. You have to find out who wants to keep you and pick your favorite one. If you start with this, then you're not filtering out the guys who will make you end up here. Your level
True.
is the best guy who will commit.
Keep
not the best one in your inbox.
Yeah, if I see that, I'm like, yeah, whatever you say, Mac.
Women hate that advice. They say, I'm not going to settle for less. And that's okay as long as you realize that if you're aiming too high, you might end up alone or with a guy who's got 5 other girls. All I'm saying is you don't want to be her, and you cannot be her just by saying you are. Other people have to agree.
Yep, that's the delusional part, and obviously social media played a big role in that. Obviously, they really did something to the human mind, and it's gonna keep on getting worse. It really is.
That's why we used to have...
Man, that's crazy. This is an old video, by the way, and obviously it is still true to this day.
marriage. It was proof of commitment and not just saying it. So you can tell who likes you by how much he's investing in you. That's time, money, energy, commitment. How much does he want to have a public relationship? How much does he want to show you off? How fast does he give up other women for you?
And obviously, if you're not putting effort as well in your side, and then obviously he's just gonna realize that you're not doing the exact same thing, and obviously you're gonna cut it off. The sooner the better. Obviously you want that, you want to figure it out as fast as you can, because obviously if you stick around for a person that you just don't care about, it's just it's just a bad relationship overall. Trust me, you would obviously you don't want to spend as I'll say more than a couple, like not even a year, probably yeah, a few months, like trying to figure it out. Yeah, you don't want to go beyond 6 months at least. That's like the capping point.
If he's not giving you those things, he probably won't. So for men, you're looking at what kind of woman is giving you signs of attraction. Being nice is never going to change that.
Absolutely.
And for
Friend zone.
women, you're looking at what kind of man is giving you signs of commitment. And more attraction to him is never going to change that.
True.
I think we all know these things on some level, but we just don't want to be honest with ourselves.
Oh, obviously.
We don't want to admit where we are.
I think more guys are willing to accept it, after when they've been turned down or, been humiliated by for so long, they start realizing, yeah, we're probably below average, we're ugly dudes, and that's how more incel starts becoming. And obviously they start hating women because of that, even though there is women that actually are getting gassed up by other women and actually raising up their values, which it shouldn't be that way.
But if you do, that's going to get you the best result. This is what most of us should be looking for.
Not with social media there. Oh.
So here's those 2 rules I promised you.
2 rules for being realistic about your dating prospects of class.
Number 1, you know how much someone likes you from the energy you get minus the energy you give.
True.
Don't expect that to change. And number 2, you know how attractive you are by looking at what kind of person gives you about the same as what they take. So don't give people energy that they don't give back, and then pick from whoever is left. If you enjoyed this video, there's about 1 million ways to support
All right. There you go.
me on my Linktree.
Pretty good.
I'm going to start making music and stuff. Here's some of it.
Oh yeah, rock on. All right, enough of that. All right, well, that is Home Math. Obviously, it's a very good video. This is a good one. I think it still holds up to this day. I know there's some things that are a little bit out of date, and his drawing is not as, I'm pretty sure he updated it, which is a lot better. But obviously, it's pretty good. Give him a like, give him a sub. I like his videos, and I'll be seeing you guys on the next one.